Okay.
Hold on. It's got dark.
Never mind. We are not back. Goodbye.
Hey!
What are we talking about right now?
We're talking about fans.
Yes. Okay.
Because it's summer.
Okay, let's go.
Sure. A fan really wanted the guitar and did the crime to get it. How's...
Actually, wait, is it full yet?
I don't know the season in this game. Anyway, I feel like we left off...
No, I mean now. It's right around fall. It's kind of like on the cusp right now.
It's kind of fall, but it's also kind of not fall.
I mean, it's the 21st, so it's going to be within the next couple of days, so.
Yes.
Anyways. Okay.
I feel like we left off at a weird spot.
We thought that too, but... but... Why would a fan murder their idol to get...
Oh, here we go.
There
tomorrow.
are some weird people. What? What?
Wait, what?
Why would you murder your idol to get one of their possessions?
That's a good question. Tomorrow. Tomorrow begins fall.
Yeah. Okay.
And by tomorrow, I mean the 22nd. If you're watching this, probably later, which is later, yes.
You're in the middle of spring watching this. Wait, where did summer go? I'm assuming pretty much all of our... I'm assuming pretty much all of our subscribers would be upset at the fact that we're skipping summer, because I don't think anyone who's out of school is watching these videos.
Nope.
I'm surprised that people in school are watching them too.
Yes.
Anyway. The only fingerprints on the guitar case were the victims. Only the victims, huh?
I see. So much for my theory, Dad. I have another theory. That someone's gonna buy me fries!
Well, allow me to prove your theory incorrect, Your Honor.
Which one?
Both.
Meh.
What convinced you that it had nothing to do with the case? The guitar wasn't at the Gatewater Hotel that night. What?
Well then, where was it? Was it getting fries?
The bright red guitar was eventually found at the TV studio. The victim, Juan Corrida, had apparently only taken the case with him, sir. How do you make that mistake? Those cases are heavy, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like, you would have noticed, right?
I mean, the cases are heavy, but the case with stuff in it would probably be even heavier.
So he put...
Unless it's like one of those weird
No, that's
things
what I'm talking about. It should be a lot heavier.
No, I was gonna say, unless it's like one of those weird things where people are saying, like, I heard this somewhere, or someone saying that an empty backpack feels lighter than not having a backpack at all.
It does.
I forgot. Where did I hear that? I forgot.
But that doesn't really...
But wait, why is that? That's the real question.
It's because you I think it's more of a psychology thing, because, like, you expect stuff to be inside of it, and you're so used to having something like this thing on your back with a bunch of stuff in it, that when there's nothing in it, you're just like, oh, this is weird.
But then why does it feel heavier than not having, like, just not wearing a backpack at all?
Because psychology.
Sure, not carrying or not... Oh, I'm assuming they mean not carrying anything. Well, not wearing a backpack, because...
Wait,
just
what?
walking without a backpack.
No. No. They mean if you're walking without a backpack on and you're
carrying your stuff? Would you be carrying your stuff or no?
You're not carrying your stuff in either situation. Just in one, there is stuff in your backpack. Nothing in your backpack. And one, you're not wearing a backpack.
So weird.
No, it makes sense, because you expect that there's going to be a lot of weight on your shoulders because you're so used to that weight.
That actually makes sense. Water tastes worse when you expect to drink lemonade.
Yes.
I had both water and lemonade on the table. I thought I was about to drink lemonade, and I grabbed water. It's like, this lemonade tastes horrible. Oh wait, it's water.
Yeah, I poured my Poland Spring water bottle into an Aquafina bottle because Aquafina tastes better than Poland Spring. I'm not sponsored. But
because why would we be sponsored?
I don't know. Because someone's trying to very subtly get to a few people to make it less obvious. So if they get to like 5 people at a time by going to really, really, really small channels like ours, then it won't be so obvious.
As they slowly train people that their water is better.
Are we playing Phoenix Wright or discussing psychology?
No!
I was gonna say the answer is both. And neither. Because we're not... Because we go off topic way too much. The victim, Von Greta, had apparently only... Oh, right, I said this already. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to...
It's okay! It will just cost you fries.
No.
No. So you mean he forgot the guitar case?
Your Honor, what if I say I'm on the side of the prosecution, so you can't hold me in contempt of court?
I can hold you in charging you fries and getting me fries.
Nope. You can't punish me if I don't, though.
But I can still ask you nicely to get me fries.
Nope.
Okay.
I can't even afford fries for myself, so...
What if I buy you a burger?
That's Maya's thing.
Oh.
Also, like I said, I would definitely like a burger, but I still can't afford the fries.
Oh, that's okay.
Like, at all. Anyways, let's continue. Because, again, we're supposed to be on a time limit here.
But we're not.
We're not, because we know nothing's going to happen to Maya, but I'm still anxious about the time.
So you mean he forgot the guitar inside to put in the case?
Yes, sir. Even when he was on stage for the ceremony, he didn't have his guitar. So that guitar case was empty even before he got to the hotel. Yeah, that's right. So it really had nothing to do with the case after all. I believe that is enough. Oh, thank you, Edgeworth. First, the victim was choked to death with his banana. Then, after the victim was dead, the killer deliberately stabbed him with another banana. I'm sorry, I meant to say bandana and knife, Your Honor. Not banana.
It's fine.
Which brings me to my next point. I'm hungry.
I am too, for fries.
Why then did the police arrest Matt Ongard? Also, that's another question I have. Because there was no reason enough to suspect him. Why does talking about food make me depressed now?
No.
Because Maya is starving to death and they're just talking about bananas. And now I'm sad.
The best Phoenix can do is send Maya a digital cheeseburger.
Oh, probably be even... That would probably be meaner than this.
Although she would probably be so hungry to see it and then attempt to eat her phone if she has it.
I feel like if someone's starving, the worst thing you can do is send them pictures of food. That's just mean.
That's a good point. Unless it's like one of those things that's like a thing and you can eat it, but it's not really food.
How would you like it if you're starving to death and you tell me and I'm just sending you, like, pizza emojis?
That would be sad. Forget the digital cheeseburger. Wait, she probably doesn't even have her phone. She probably doesn't even have her phone.
Yeah, I was just wondering that too. What? I don't know. Because there is reason enough to suspect him. Here it comes. Looks like Edgeworth's back in full swing.
Very well. Gumshoe, tell us about matters.
Yes, sir. Matt Ongard and Juan Corrido were huge rivals with each other. They each thought the other guy was in his way. That's not enough in my book. As for evidence, it was a German ninja's body. It was ripped off the ninja's costume and found in Mr. Ongard's Hakama. The defendant's fingerprints were also all over the knife. The defendant brought the knife for the crime, which makes this a premeditated murder.
Oh, the defendant's fingerprints were found on the knife.
It was sort of sticky on the handles, so the fingerprints came out pretty clearly, sir. And there's this button.
Found in the defendant's clothes, was it? And the button's also covered in blood.
Yes, and we know that the blood on it is the victim's blood, sir. What?
Oh.
Why?
And why didn't they suspect that he was murdered with a button?
I mean, we've had more decisive cases that we still won, so.
Good point. I can just imagine that. So it's like, look, there's blood on this button. He was obviously murdered with a button.
Anyways.
That would be strange, wouldn't it?
Yes.
All this points very clearly to the defendant.
Yes, it most certainly does, Your Honor. Ready to give in yet, right? I'll find the hole in your argument somehow, because I have to. You can press as hard as you like. Just hurry up with your usual pointless questions. I don't want to press. I just want to be done with this. So, there's the victim's blood and on guard's footprints. In the grip, gate water is engraved.
I just want Maya to be okay.
Yeah. Strangled with a scarf, then stabbed with a knife. What? Okay. Control each thought the other concerns way. Sherman inches button, ripped off the inner tongue. Also all over the knife. But what about the scarf? What about the scarf? Ugh. What happened with the scarf? How are the fingerprints arranged on the knife? Huh? What do you mean, pal? By examining the fingerprints, you can determine how the defendant held the knife. For example, did he hold it normally or overhand? Oh, is that what you meant? Well, we actually didn't think of that. I can't believe the bumbling of this department. Hopeless. Were you paying attention to the testimony, right? The defendant's fingerprints were all over the knife. Yes, so were Maya's in that other case, but apparently that meant absolutely nothing. So you shut your face, Edgeworth.
Yeah.
Like I said last time, all over sounds to me like they're like There's no way to determine how the knife was held at the moment of the murder.
Oh, so the defendant is the owner of knife.
Okay.
This is the owner of knife.
There's no way this was a premeditated murder, even if he bought the knife. Sorry, pal, this isn't just some pocket knife. It's not really useful for anything. And you can't just walk around with it either. Well, this is not good. Phoenix?
That's reading me. Right. Carefully, you're big a stupid poop.
Okay, we get it! Shut your faces! Wait,
I'm sorry, but you get all upset when I inspire you and be all nice to you. Now, all you deserve is insult.
What? No, I meant that you're talking way too much.
Oh. Well, you still get offended when I inspire you.
That's because your inspiration is poop.
Well, you went out to poop.
The defendant... Oh, I read that as brought the knife. The defendant bought the knife. Which makes all the difference. Because it says gate water. Which means that he didn't pay for it. It wasn't his... I don't know. Wait a second. What? So the basis of your argument is that this was a premeditated murder is simply that My client bought a knife beforehand? That's right, pal. The defendant did not buy this knife. Take a good look at the handle of this knife, and you'll know what I'm talking about. Huh?
It has a Gatewater seal in the handle.
Gatewater? I think I've heard that name before. That's the name of the hotel. The Gatewater Hotel. Uh-oh. The murder knife was actually property of the hotel, which means this murder was not premeditated. Why can't I pronounce that word?
Yes, Phoenix. Murder isn't typically not permitted.
Well, yes. Okay.
We do not allow murder.
Yes.
Murder is
Your Honor, continue on with the trial.
Trial.
Yeah.
What? Oh. Edgeworth, what is it?
I'm sorry, but the defense is simply too careless. What?
Right.
I think whether the crime was premeditated or not... Wait. Premeditated or not has already been determined. Blech. How so? I admit this knife is hotel property. There's no one currently on the police force that dumb enough to realize this. But I didn't know. Oh. The question is, where did this knife come from?
That is a question. Obvious. It came from the victim, Mr. Clerdy's room.
Sorry, Your Honor, but that is incorrect.
You're incorrect.
The victim ate a last meal before he was murdered with the case. I would like to draw the court's attention to what is on top of the table.
There's a knife and fork on his table.
Maybe the murderer brought the knife from Mr. Ungard's room into this room, put it on the table, and then put gloves on, and with gloves on to hide their fingerprints, and then stabbed the person. Sure.
Where in the world did this knife come from?
Duh.
Answer question,
If it
Liz.
pleases the court, I would like for us to use common sense and realize where I'm going with this. It's from the defendant's, Mr. Ungard's room. Especially what was on top of his table. We're talking about evidence now that tells us this. There is something missing. Perhaps it is a single knife. We investigated the leftover dishes for fingerprints, and while we were investigating, we came to the conclusion that Matt Ungard's knife was missing. Mr. Ungard had gone to the victim's room with the knife he had used during dinner. Why would he carry a knife on a visit? To kill, of course. And with that, I believe the prosecution has proven this was a premeditated Murder. This was a murder.
Yes, we already have established that this was murder. You have told us no new information. That will cost you fries. Amazing job. Brilliant. Clear decisions. Seems like Edgeworth had planned this from the very beginning.
This must be one of those traps, and I just walked headlong into it.
Murder weapon with fingerprints and buttons and costume that the button was found in. Yeah, there's a quite sizable amount of evidence here. Oh no.
I can safely say that any further deliberation is a waste of Your Honor's time. Although, I wouldn't mind if the defense were to present evidence not yet shown to the court. Evidence not yet shown.
He means evidence of the court has not seen yet! In other words, new evidence!
My attorney's badge!
Phoenix, how long ago did you lose your mind?
Well...
I'll tell you. Never, because you never had one!
And I still had more than you.
Wait, what?
I'll give you time to figure out what that means, Your Honor.
The judge is favoring the prosecution right now.
What else is new, Mia?
You smell like pancakes.
Oh. Thank you. Wait, we're going to end it here. Thanks for watching, Pharaoh.
Pharaoh.